Hi, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in a couple weeks, but I do want to share with my progress. It was a couple weeks. There was a lot of different things happening at once between little bit of like setbacks, let me say, but all in good time. They've been fixed. So for instance, when I fracked my well, the pump got stuck. Like a pump that they had in my well stuck like midway of the 400 feet. So they came and they actually ended up drilling out one of the pumps as if it was a rock. My dad was kind enough to put in my kitchen window. I did have rough plumbing going in. So rough plumbing's in. What I learned about rough plumbing, so this was quite a few weeks ago now, like 3 weeks ago, let's say, from today. And my plumber, and I was here, I was just burning some wood in the back, cleaning up my lot, trying to do some spring cleaning in the winter. And as you can see, I've got rough plumbing. And, you know, he was walking around putting X's. And when I looked at the X's to like tubs, let's say, I was like, oh, that's not where that's kind of going, right? So we would walk around. So what I ended up realizing, to share with you what I learned, is I needed to go buy stuff or have a good idea at what something's gonna look like. So then what I did was I went around all the bathrooms or anything that is a purchase, and I put, just showing best practice, a sheet of paper. This is what I bought. So this is my fireplace, for example. I ended up going and buying my propane gas fireplace online. So here's like the front page. They can see on the top where I got it. So then it's like, this is the fireplace that's going here without it actually being on site or needing to be unboxed. So that's the way I'm communicating between my plumber and my electrician. So even the proper toilets, the toilets that I got, just to make sure, I ended up going and purchasing a few things, and I put my toilet right here. This is the toilet I bought. Just to share with you my creative solution on communicating where things are going and how they're supposed to be. So then the plumber or the electrician can pick it up and take a look at it. The plumber can also. A week ago, I did pay for somebody to do my kitchen design. Now, that was really nice because it came out really beautifully. And again, I have them here in my kitchen for anybody to review and see. So here's my kitchen layout for the future. And it has actual dimensions on one of the pages so that anybody can flip through. And this is exactly what I used with my cabinet guy to purchase my cabinets. So my cabinets are on order, and just sharing with what I'm doing around my house to help you. I had my other setback to share, the bank. Oh, I think I shared in another video, the bank. So all construction loans are different depending on the lender. And what I will say is I am budgeting my way, right, to meet my deadline, my project. But the bank has their own way. And what I will say is that we weren't aligned. So they were having a hard time releasing me more money because they're saying things cost one thing and then they really aren't costing that much money. So working with them the last couple of weeks on continuing my project, we sat down and, well, over a phone conversation and talked about things. But I will tell you, all the heartache throughout this process, I would say the bank, dealing with the bank, talking to the bank. I oftentimes feel like when I talk to the bank, like I'm a criminal, like and they're the police. And I'm like, no, really, I need this money to go to this, right? Because I will say at 100%, every penny is going into my house. And I think that's where people maybe have faulted before to the bank, so now they have trust issues with anybody they lend money to. So just to give you a heads up, if you're gonna build your own house, get ready to deal with the bank all the time. And that is like somebody that's not leaving your project, right? So you're gonna have multiple personalities, multiple trades coming in, and at least when they are difficult to work with, they're only temporary. They do their job and then they're off again. So what I will say is the bank is a long relationship and has been, from my perspective, just difficult trying to get my people paid that I'm contracting out, and what the bank thinks that they should get for money is very different things, right? And I signed for my loan a year ago, last February. So I've been on my project for almost a year. It's coming up, getting close to a 1-year anniversary. And so what I will say is, a year ago, what things cost to things that cost today are very different also. So at signing, I received an itemized list of what things and drops they will pay for. But I will say what they think, what the bank thinks, and then what real life happens is when a project or a piece of your project is completed work, that's when they give you the money. So if you need any down payments, say like my plumber needed some money to get started. Even look how beautiful my siding. So that's another, you see my siding got delivered. Guess what? I need to pay for that siding, but it's not on the house yet. So those are some of like big things that you need to be able to have this money to pay up front to keep your project moving. Well, I will say, me and my project, all my money went to the lot that I purchased, and that was considered my down payment. So having extra money to pay for all my siding, to front my siding, right? All my siding that's gonna be on my house, to then not get paid until the work's complete. That's quite a bit of time. Gratefully, my bank was able to work with me, but just giving you more transparency on the relationship with your bank, the turmoil, the heartache, right? I've got checks sitting ready to go out the mail, you know, and the bank's like, no, I'm not releasing you that money. And then it's days as we work together in time, in conversations, till we make an agreement, and then checks can go out in the mail. So just saying, based on my experience, I don't know if anybody else has had that in their building project, but having extra cash, right? Having a lot of extra cash to be able to front a lot of things to then pay yourself later, I guess is the best way. But I took all my life savings to buy my land. So now here I'm paycheck to paycheck, and people need a lot of money up front. So it is what it is, but it's all coming together. So even me complaining, it's really a wonderful, wonderful experience. So without further ado, I just wanted to share with everybody that my plumbing, my rough plumbing, I will say the majority of it is completed. I've got my electrician. Look at all my pot lights. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they great? Those are all going in, all my wiring. And so I like to come here, sweep up, just continuing to sweep up. Then I get to see my project grow. So that's where I'm applying myself to my project, is cleaning up on weekends, is just cleaning up the sawdust, trying to make my house nice. I get to see all the little steps or the details as I'm sweeping my home. So that's where I am today, and not much to share other than venting about the bank. I know I haven't posted in quite a few weeks, but it is continuing. It is great. I was looking at floor samples today for my flooring of my home. You know those are good steps when you have to buy toilets and fireplaces and pick out your flooring. Because those things, once I start getting things on order and in here, it's gonna move whole lot faster. So thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Take care. Thank you.